season 4 of I'm Talking. Got them hoes and them niggas keep watching. They be hating, wanna know what I do in my everyday life. Just a back, relax the shit tight. I'm on at 8 o'clock every Saturday. I ain't playing, I'm on Saturday on RashadIsTalking.com. Come see my show, this shit bomb.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? Good evening. My name is Rashad Jenkins. Welcome to this episode of I'm Talking, featuring me, Rashad Jenkins, and I am talking to you all. This is episode 72. So, in today's news, basically we've been talking about the coronavirus lately on the news. I'm trying to refrain from talking about it because it's saddening, but it seems to be us all around. This is all the news that everyone's talking about. So tonight I will be talking about that, and I will talk about other topics. My name is Rashad Jenkins, and I approve this message. So the salons, the barbershops are closed, right? You can't get your nails done, you can't get your hair fixed, your weave, or whatever. So how about learn how to do it yourself? Use YouTube. Use Google. There's a whole lot of resources out there. It gets on my fucking nerves how people be like, oh my God, the barbershop is closed, the nail salon is closed, so now they look ugly going out the house. I'm sorry to say that, but pick up a skill. So when this pandemic is over, you'll know how to do nails. You'll know how to do hair. You can probably open up a salon later on. Open a salon out your house. Get your business mind working. Also, the fact is that, these car washes are closed. And these people are driving on the street with dirty-ass cars. You claim to be balling, you claim to be a bad bitch, you claim to be a bad nigga or whatever. You claim to be you balling or something. How can you be that when you have a dirty-ass car in the street? What do you think people did before there was car washes? They got soap and water and washed their car off. Common sense. This coronavirus has made a lot of people lazy. Helping people day to day to get through this pandemic is Instagram, Netflix, and sex. A lot of sex. We all can agree on that. Not gonna lie, I have sex so much, I feel like I'm a sex object. I have a lot with the person that I'm with, of course. A lot. Even though I worked on the week, but when we're at home, we got nowhere to go. So that's the only thing we got to do. That's the only right there. So I'm not tired of it. No, I'm not tired of it. A lot of people are. No, I love it. Made me explore my sexuality real deep, far. Some of you are tired of it already. A lot of you feel like a slut. A lot of you feel like a thot right now. Because that's all mainly what you can do. Because there's nowhere to go. Other than if you got to go to work, there's nowhere you can go. So I'm not single. I'm not going to lie. When I just say what I said, that's with my ex. I'm not with no one, I'm single. But I have no problem calling my ex and telling them that, because what's going on, I have no one else to do it with. And I'm not going to do it with no random stranger. I'd rather do it with my ex than do it with a stranger. Until the time comes that I find somebody and we connect and end up together. But as for now, I'm single. So I'm just doing it with one person that I've been doing it with before. I made my second mask ever. This mask is made out of a hat that I had in the closet, an old hat I had in the closet, actually a kind of stylish hat. I bought it to go with one of my outfits, but the hat was too small for my head, especially since I have dreads. So I decided to make a mask out of the hat. It's real cute. So what I did was I cut the hat into big pieces, obviously. So I cut it, made this big rectangle to cover right here, and then I folded some parts on the inside of it and put these rubber bands as an insert. After I folded, and I put safety pins on it. So, see, this is my mask right here. This is the second mask I ever made. I am so happy about it. Don't you just love it? I also have an outfit that this will go really well with. Cannot wait to put it on. I just wanted to share that all with you. So if you all want to go out I'm not saying don't go out and buy a mask and all that, but sometimes it's fun just to be creative. And people have clothes in their closet. People have wardrobes and all that. They can make masks if you can afford to tear up some of your clothes or cut some of your clothes or something like that. And then go ahead, go for it, make a mask, or you can go in the store to buy the stuff for the mask. But why not just make your own mask? Because you can see the creativity inside of you, and that will bring out the kid in you. It may not. Or you just may be too busy to make a mask. So I understand that, but I just thought that I would like to share that with you all because I am so proud of my work. This is my mask. Look at it. You know how a lot of people were out of work? A lot of people were being furloughed, temporarily laid off from their job. Can't pay mortgage, can't pay rent, and some other things. Well, somewhere in America, I don't know where, but I heard on the news that one property manager or leasing office somebody in that office text one of their tenants and ask them, are they going to use their stimulus money that the government is giving them for their rent? First of all, that's none of their business what they do that's none of the leasing office's business what you do with their money. Plus, there's already a law in place saying you can't evict no one or throw them out on the street. But I'm not saying that don't pay your rent, but if you can, pay what you have. If you can, pay what you can. But if you can't, then since there's laws in place, then you don't really have to. But if you don't have the law, then I don't know what to say about that. But a lot of places in America have that law. So I don't think it was right and fair that the rental office did that, or the leasing company, whoever it is, did that to the tenant. So the end result was really, really good, because the end result was the person got in contact with the leasing manager, the head manager. Basically, they got free rent throughout their whole lease. So I'm thinking there was somebody in the leasing office that was probably scared and worried about, are they going to get paid? Or it could have been a younger minded person that really didn't think about that, or somebody just didn't think at all. So yeah, that was real commendable. They got free rent for the remainder of their lease. Who knows? It could have been somebody who just moved in the place and they don't have to pay rent ever until they renew their lease. Guess what happened yesterday? So I ordered a set of coasters from Wayfair, or at least I thought it did. Let me tell you a story. So I went to the website. I wasn't really paying attention. I was on the Wayfair app. I got some marble coasters. That's what it had in the picture. It had marble coasters, and then it had a coaster case for them. So a few days later, I got the package. I opened the package. I only saw the coaster case. So I was like, I know I'm not crazy. So I looked at it and I slowly put everything back in the box, slowly took everything out the box. I still didn't see it. So I called Wayfair and they was like, well, you just ordered the case. You didn't order the coaster. I was like, well, why did you have the coasters in the case on the picture? Then she gave me this example, like, like when restaurants promote something, they have things on the dish. I didn't really want to hear that because I was really upset. I spent my money for this, and I was like, can I please take it back? She was like, yeah, if you want to pay the extra shipping. Shipping is $7. I was like, never mind. I just hung up the fucking phone. So, I'm not saying that they should have gave me anything in return for that inconvenience, because it was mainly my fault. Obviously, I didn't look at the app and I didn't read the description because I'm always multitasking. So what I'm going to do right now is I guess I'm going to just buy the coasters. The coasters is $16. It's like a marble coaster set and it looks really nice. So I'm going to just, whenever I get some more money, buy it. Well, I have money right now, but I need to use that money for incidentals and stuff. So I'll get around to it. I don't use coasters like that anyway. Even if there are coasters available, I don't use them. I just put the drink on the counter or whatever. So I know you all are familiar about the social distancing and the stay-at-home order for a lot of states. Well, just last week when I was watching the news, it was saying a man killed his girlfriend. They didn't say anything about the motive, but my mind is saying it's because people are forced to stay home now and they're just miserable. That's who they're around. They're around their mate. Either they're around their mate or they're around nobody. And I can understand the frustration, but they took it to the extreme. He killed his girlfriend. Some people, the stay-at-home order is getting out of hand. People need to get out the house, so they need to lift this thing real soon or whenever they can. The president is talking about reopening the United States. Well, first he said that he's probably going to reopen it in May. Then he's saying June. Then he's saying 2021. Then he's saying 2022. He doesn't even know when this stuff is going to be over. So people or other states are taking it in their hands. But also, I do remember hearing on the news that Donald Trump did give the permission to the different states. So Georgia is opening this week and Florida is opening this week. I think that's a good idea what they're doing, what Georgia and Florida's doing. This is my argument with it. So nobody knows how long this stuff is going to happen, and nobody's going to want to stay in the house. And if you stay in the house for like too long, there's going to be a riot. There's going to be a riot. People going to start rioting. They're not working. People going to start robbing and other chaos. So I think, open everything up. Just give people the option, give people the freedom of speech to say if they want to go out or not. But at the same time, don't keep people at home from not making their money. Let them choose. Do they want to make their money, or do they rather stay at home and miss out on money? Give people that option. That's what I want to say on that. So, a few weeks ago, a lot of people were on Facebook discussing when the stimulus check is coming and if it's coming. Also, people gave out a number, like a prank number, saying if you would like to know the status of your stimulus check, call this number. I do admit I did fall for it once. I called the number, it didn't work. I felt real stupid after that. I was mad at myself for being that gullible. I should have just waited for the damn check when a check couldn't come to my account. Also, people discussing their financial business, like what they're going to do with their check when they get it. I mean, I'm not saying that's wrong. Like, if you want to discuss your financial business, that's you. But also, like, you probably get robbed that way or took advantage of that way. But to each his own. I'm not knocking it. I didn't really discuss on Facebook what I did with mine. But I will tell you what I did with mine. Because, first of all, I don't really care. I paid most of my... And plus, I'm kind of proud of what I did, which most people didn't do. I paid most of the money went towards bills. A little bit of it went to material recreational things. Like I bought a dishware set from the Wayfair app for $57. 16-piece set, but majority of it went to bills. And they was also discussing this on the news. They was asking a lot of different neighbors, what are they going to do with their stimulus check? So I guess, that's the big thing. Everybody asking, what you doing with your check? A lot of people on the news said they're paying bills. Either they're giving money to the church, they're paying bills, they're buying food, which is real good, which is real commendable. And I heard in Maryland that they're letting everyone apply for food stamps. Like if you apply for food stamps, they're letting everyone get food stamps. Just gotta apply. That's what I heard from a friend. He told me that he applied and he sent me a screenshot to that people can apply for food stamps. So I think that's really good if the government does that, because people in this financial crisis who aren't working or who is working very little and getting money every here and there have food at least. So I think that is real good if Maryland is trying to do that. I've seen a lot of people on live lately, celebrities and all that. And of course, like talk shows, Wendy Williams, The Real, everybody's doing their show from their home. They're not letting this coronavirus mess up their money. I think that is real commendable. And I see a lot of people on live. Every time I'm on Instagram, the live, like when you're on Instagram, you see the thing that says people on live. It's like a lot of people every day. But me... every so often I'll get on live. Like when I'm at work and I'm bored, I'll be on live. When I'm at home, I'll be on live to show you what I'm doing. Because I do be bored too during this quarantine and not being able to go places. So 2 weeks ago, I saw on this Facebook page. I'm affiliated with a lot of Facebook pages. And this page, one of the pages I'm affiliated with is Code Red. This is a group, Code Red. Somebody posted a picture of a game called Drunk Uno. I got really excited and I instantly Googled it and I found it and I bought it. But sadly to say, it didn't come in the mail. I waited a whole week. It still didn't come. So I contacted customer service and they said they didn't have it in stock. So I'm trying, okay, so why didn't they tell me it wasn't in stock when I bought it? That's not really fair. So they didn't have no sympathy. All they said was, we can refund you the money and we'll give you a link to find where to get the game at. They gave me a link right back to the website. So what I did was, because I was already pissed, because I already told my sister and my friends that we were going to play Drunk Uno. So I just bought the regular Uno game from Target, bought a big bottle of Jack Daniels, and then we played Drunk Uno. Basically, when you get a draw 2, you gotta take 1 shot. When you draw a 4, you gotta take 2 shots. When you do a reverse, the reverse person gotta take a shot. When you do skip, the skip person has to take a shot, and the winner decides how many shots whoever takes. So I didn't let that spoil my fun. I know I was mad, but at the same time, we still had fun. We played the regular Uno game, and I just screenshotted the Uno rules for the drunk Uno game.